It's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask An Aquarius. Now, if you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. I got a message a couple days ago from a woman, and she asked me a very interesting question. She said, what is the best way to worship God? And I posted this question in the women's group, as a matter of fact, to see what ideas we could generate. But I already knew my answer. So basically, I'll tell you guys what I said to her. A long time ago, when I first decided to become a priestess, I was learning all the ways of the priestess. I was learning the 42 laws of Ma'at. I was learning rituals and ceremonies and spells and healings and herbs and oils and, all the things that we have to learn, divination and all those kind of things. And I was doing a meditation with Osset, the goddess that I worked the closest with. And I said to her in the meditation, how do you want me to worship you? Which, out of all these things that I'm learning, what is the most important thing that you want from me? And she told me, it was a very interesting answer that I didn't expect. She said, be good to yourself and be good to my children. And she gave me these images in my mind of different people from different walks of life, old people, young people, Asian people, white people, black people, just different people, And I said, I remember saying to her, and this was like 20 years ago, and I said, but your people irk me sometimes. Sometimes your people really get on my nerves. And she said, don't deal with the ones that are toxic or insulting to your soul. Deal with the ones that you can. Do what you can. And she said, whenever possible, be good to my children. And I never forgot that, because she didn't say, oh, the most important thing is keeping the 42 laws, or the most important thing is doing spells or doing readings or doing. The most important thing to Goddess was me being good to her creations. So when a woman asked me, what's the most important way, or how do you worship God, or that's the first thing that came to my mind. Being good to yourself and being good to the other creatures on the planet. Being good to the earth, being good to your fellow man, whenever possible. Goddess isn't, this removed being that doesn't know what's going on the planet. She knows that we have conflict. She knows that we don't always get along. She knows that sometimes we're not as nice to each other as we could be. She knows that, So that's why she said, whenever possible. And when you can't, just leave them be. And that's a philosophy that I've taken on since she said that to me. So if you're wondering about worshiping and you're trying to figure out, what direction to go in, should I be Catholic? Should I be Muslim? Should I be spiritual? Should I be this? A lot of us are questioning right now. A lot of people are questioning right now. I keep seeing articles about people questioning their spirituality and what direction they should go on. And I want to tell you, one of the most important aspects is that you're good to each other, that we're good to each other. That's the most important part. And I want to thank you, because as I was thinking about this video today, I remembered that I get a lot of kindness from this channel. 90%, 99% of the letters I get and the inboxes I get and the messages I get are positive, from good people, caring people, talking about their own evolution and their own healing and what they're doing in their life and what they're learning from me and what I'm learning from you guys. I sometimes tell you in the videos, So I wanted to thank you guys, because 99% of the time, you guys are an inspiration. You guys are kind. You guys are helpful and loving. So I want to thank you, because even though there are times when I get stupid stuff, it's not the majority of the time. The majority of the time, I'm getting stuff that is really heartfelt and positive. So thank you. And as you're moving forward and you're looking for ways to worship, remember what I said, because this was what God has told me. Okay? See you later.